Hello designers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abimbola Olushola. So in today's tutorial, we'll be drafting a dartless cupped corset with a deep V plunged neckline. So if this is something you would like to learn, kindly stay to the end of this tutorial. And to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, I want to say a very big thank you. To those who are yet to subscribe, kindly do so. Also do well to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new tutorial, you'll be among the first to be notified. Now let's get right into today's tutorial. So first, I went ahead to mark out my lines. I have my shoulder line, I have the chest line, the waistline, the hip line, and also the under busts. So the next thing I did was to take my shoulder measurement divided by 2 on the shoulder line and also on the chest line. And then I connected both points with a straight ruler. After that, the next thing is to take our shoulder slope. So here I'm using 1 inch for my shoulder slope. So on that straight line, I came down by 1 inch. For my neck depth and my neck width, I went ahead to mark my neck measurement, which is 3.25, and also my neck depth, which is 3.25. So with a curved ruler, I'll go ahead and connect both the width and the depth together. Now that I've connected both points, I'll go ahead and connect my shoulder slope back to my neck width measurement with a straight ruler. Now from that point, from the shoulder slope, I'll to the chest line, I would locate the midpoint and go in by half an inch from the midpoint. Once that is done, I'll connect the half an inch back to my shoulder slope with a straight ruler. And on my chest line, I'll go ahead and take my bust measurement divided by 4. So my bust is 38 divided by 4, which is 9.5. So I'll connect my bust measurement on the chest line to the 0.5 inches I went in at the mid armhole. So now that is done, on the waistline, I'll go ahead and take my waist measurement divided by 4. So here I'm marking the exact waist measurement. Remember that this draft is actually a dartless corset, so I'm not adding any allowance for that. So on my hip line, I'll go ahead and take my hip measurement divided by 4, and then I'll connect the bust to the waist and also connect the waist to the hip. So now that is done, from my waistline, I'll come down by 5 inches or 4 inches to get my corset blouse measurement. That's the corset length. So I'll come down from my waistline by either 5 inches or 4 inches, and then I'll draw out my line for the corset blouse length. At the side, I'll go up by 1.5 inches and create my little curve by the side, connecting it back to the blouse length like so. So for today's draft, I'm actually using a push-up cup. So I'm using a push-up cup, and you can make use of your normal regular cup. All you need to do is to dart the cup and then you use it for your drafts. So but for this push-up cup, there won't be any need to dart the cup because we already have the needed volume we need from the push-up cup. So next thing I will do now is to get my bust bridge. So from my under bust, I went ahead to mark 0.75, and I also marked the 0.75 on the chest line, and then I'll connect both points with a straight ruler like so. From the chest line, I came down by 1.5 inches to get my bust point. So that is what you see me marking there. Come down from your chest line by 1.5 inches and you get your bust point. So I went ahead to rule out that point. And the next thing I did was to place my cup. So I will ensure that the tip of the cup matches up with the under bust line. So they must actually match up. The under bust and also the tip of the cup must match up. So placing this cup depends on how revealing or how slanty you want your cupped corset to be. And because I don't want it too revealing, I just came down by half inch from the bust point line. I came down by ½ inch from the bust point line, and then I match it up at the under bust, and I went ahead to draw out my cup, the exact shape of the cup. I went ahead to draw it like just what you're seeing on the screen. So now I'm done tracing out my cup, and this is what we have. So from the image we are working with, you will see that the deep V is actually falls around the underbust area. So wherever you want your deep V to get to, you can go ahead now and then draw out your shape. So mine is actually going to stop at the underbust area, just the way we see it in the picture. So now our deep V has been created. So the next is to snatch our waist, because of course this is a corset. So here I'm using ½ inch, which means that from the waistline for the front alone we have deducted 1 inch, and from the back we will also do the same thing. We'll be deducting ½ inch, which means that we automatically deduct another 1 inch from the back. So we have a total of 2 inches off our original waist. So we are snatching our waist by 2 inches. Now at the chest line, I'll come down by 1 inch and mark that point, and then I would blend it up to my cup to create the front yoke. So I'll blend it up like so to where I have my cup, to the tip of my cup, to create the front yoke. So now we have the front yoke created, and also our dartless cupped corset for the front pattern is ready. So I'll go ahead and label my front yoke, and then we proceed to the back pattern. So for the back, I'll go ahead and also take my shoulder measurements on the shoulder line and also on the chest line, and then connect it with a straight ruler, just the same way we did for the front. For the back neck width, I use 3.25 just as the front, and for the neck depth I use 1.5. So I'll go ahead and connect both points together. For the shoulder slope, come down by 1 inch and go ahead to connect your shoulder slope to the back neck width with a straight ruler. Now divide the armhole into two and also go in by ½ inch. Connect the ½ inch back to the shoulder like so, just exactly the way we did for the front. On the chest line, take your bust measurement divided by 4 and then mark it. Then you connect your bust measurement on the chest line to the 0.5 inches at the mid armhole. Now for my back waist, I measured the exact waist that I have divided by 4, and also for the hip, I divided the hip by 4 and also marked it. So these are my exact measurements here, which are marked out: the bust connected to the waist and also the waist connected back to the hip. So also for the front, we are snatching by ½ inch, which makes a total of 1 inch also for the back. So we have a total of 2 inches deducted from our waist. So I went ahead to connect the snatched waist to the bust and also to the hip like so. Now go ahead and take your corset blouse length. From the waist I marked 5 inches, the same 5 inches that was marked for the front. So I'll rule my line. So come up by 1.5 so that the front and the back can also match up. We went up by 1.5 for the front, so we repeat the same thing for the back. So at the chest line, come down by 1 inch and mark it, and then at the center bar, come down by 1.5 inches and mark, and then connect both points with your ruler. So on the new line at the center back, I went in by 1.5 inches, and at the corset blouse length, I went in by ½ inch. So I'll connect both points together with my ruler like so. So for my lacing bar, I marked 2 inches at the line, at the top line, and also 2 inches at the blouse length. So I'll connect both points to create my loop. That's the panel for my loop. So guys, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do so now. Subscribe to this channel, like this video. Also do well to turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a new tutorial video. So I'm done creating my pattern for the front and also for the back. So the next thing is for us to cut out our pattern. So from the corset length, I'm going to cut through. I'll also cut through my snatched waistline to the top of the paper like so. So go ahead, gently cut through your patterns like so. Cut, cut, cut. Take your time, be patient so that you don't mix things up. So this is what I have for the front after cutting. I'll also go ahead to cut the back and show us what we have at the end of our drafts. So this is what we have after cutting out our front and back pattern. And then I went ahead to transfer my pattern to fabric. Thank you for watching today's tutorial. I will see you in my next video. Bye.